The play-by-play Student Sports Network. The best students of sports.
I'm sorry, my Welcome to Thursday Night Football. I'm Walter Ashton alongside with my partner Charlie Slavin and Mason Glaberman. And tonight's game is between the Titans and the Steelers. In Pittsburgh. What are your thoughts about the game, Mason, and who do you think might win?
I think that Pittsburgh has the edge because I think TJ Watt and Cameron Hayward will just own the defense because I think the blitz Will Levis every single play because he's a rookie, and I think I got the Steelers winning this one 13-10.
Okay, Charlie, what are your thoughts on this game?
I'm gonna go with Steelers because I think there might be a chance that TJ Watt's probably gonna try to get at the quarterback. They're gonna be rushful. Their defense is gonna be tight, but I also think their offense might get better.
Charlie, Minkah Fitzpatrick is out tonight for the Steelers. Do you think that's going to affect them anyway on defense?
And I think that'll affect them slightly, but barely.
Okay, Mason. So how do you think Will Levis will play? This is his first career start. He did play most of last game with 4 touchdowns in their win. But how do you think he's going to perform tonight against Steelers in primetime?
I think I remember Zach Wilson's first primetime game. It was really sloppy. I'm a Jets fan, so it still haunts me. But anyways, I think that he's going to get a little stressed. I think the Steelers were going to be rushing him like crazy because he's just a rookie and he doesn't really know professional. He knows more college than professional, so I think that'll get the best of him.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for him. First career start coming against TJ Watt, one of the best defensive ends in the league. I mean, I think he's going to have some trouble, but I think once he gets more comfortable, he'll find his receivers. He has DeAndre Hopkins, and also even if he's struggling, you do have Malik Willis. But I think he'll play all right. We'll see.
They also have Derrick Henry.
Okay, and now let's go to Nathan, and he's going to be reporting on the Steelers.
A lot of trouble offensively this season. A lot of people predicted Kenny Pickett was going to be a major step in the right direction, but he's been really struggling. There's actually been a lot of criticism of offensive coordinator Matt Canada, thinking he should be fired. And also Kenny Pickett, who was hurt last week and had a rib injury, is available to go tonight for the Steelers. Meanwhile, on the opposite end, the Steelers have been absolutely dominant defensively. They've been one of the best defensive teams in the league, led by TJ Watt and Minkah Fitzpatrick. But Minkah Fitzpatrick will be out this season. Meanwhile, Coach Mike Tomlin of the Pittsburgh Steelers has something incredible. He has gone 16 seasons as the Steelers coach and has not had one losing season. Every year he's had a winning record. He'll look to continue that as the Steelers are 4-3 on the season, looking to improve to 5-3.
Yeah, I know I've heard about a lot of people saying to fire Matt Canada, but I don't think they should just yet. I mean, they still have a good offense with Kenny Pickett and all. We'll see what happens at the end of the year. I think if they have a losing record, then maybe you should possibly think about it. But their best aspect of the Steelers is their defense. I mean, I know Minkah Fitzpatrick is out tonight, but TJ Watt is going to be a great force there. I think he could get a couple sacks, some pressures and stuff, and we'll see what happens there. Any more thoughts, Nathan?
Yeah, I just think the Steelers, if they want to go anywhere in that division, they're going to need to find some more offensive rhythm because they're in a very tight division right now. Cincinnati's coming with Burrow, they're 4-3. The Browns are 4-3, but they just need to use Najee Harris and find some rhythm offensive if they want to go anywhere.
Yeah, do you think Najee Harris will maybe have a good game today? He's struggled the past couple weeks, but we'll see. Who knows how he played today? But do you think he'll have a good game?
Yeah, I think he's gonna have some explosive plays. I actually think there's gonna be a lot of scoring in this game. I think it won't be low scoring like they said.
Yeah, people don't think that this will be a high scoring game because it's the Titans and Steelers, but it could be. It could possibly be. We'll see what happens tonight.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Okay, and now to Ashton reporting for the Titans.
Hello, my name is Ashton Fry. So now rookie quarterback Will Levis is starting he has his first career start for the Titans. Last game, he did 3 touchdown passes to DeAndre Hopkins, in which that really made his first time on the pitch because Ryan Tannehill is injured with a right high ankle sprain. So I'm really excited to watch him play today.
Okay. How do you think Will Levis will play today? I mean, they have TJ Watt on the Steelers, one of the best defensive ends. Do you think he's going to I think he might get a little nervous around him, but I think he'll get used to it. What do you think?
I think he's going to do a fantastic job, just like how he did last game. I mean, it just shows how talented he is, just compared, him starting against such a good player. I mean, I think he's going to do wonderful.
Okay, and do you think he'll have an outcome that he did last week with 4 touchdowns?
I do. I think he's going to just strive to do better than he did last game.
Yeah. Thank you, Ashton, and we'll see you later.
Thank you.
Okay, Mason. What do you think the final score will be for this game?
I think it's going to be very sloppy because both offenses are a little shaky, but I think the Steelers will win 13-10.
Okay. And Charlie, who do you think? What do you think the outcome of this game will be?
I'm gonna go with 17-10 Steelers. I think the Steelers will win by a touchdown.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in the game. It's going to be a good game. It starts in 3 minutes, and we'll see you later. Yeah. I'm Walter Aston signing off for Prime Video Thursday Night Football.
All right, what is up, everybody? We are going to be your announcers here for this game tonight, here Thursday Night Football between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans, alongside Donnie Weber and Jack O'Shea. So I guess I'll kind of be what Walter was going to be, ask you guys a couple of questions. I mean, Will Levis coming into his first game as a starter, what do you think he's going to how do you think he's going to play tonight?
Well, I think it'll be very interesting to see how he does against the ferocious Steelers defense and TJ Watt. I think what's going to be very important for him is if his teammates can work out of the yards after the catch, because it's since they're most likely going to send blitzes and stuff, he's probably going to have to get it out quick. And if the Titans are going to try to move the ball, they're probably going to have some yards after the catch with quick halfback screens or dump downs or things like that.
Yeah, I think Derrick Henry is definitely going to have to be a key factor in this game. I mean, having a first-time starter going up against a defense like Pittsburgh is never an easy task. But I just feel like on their offensive side of the ball, I mean, Pittsburgh just doesn't have just doesn't really have any weapons on that offense. I mean, George Pickens, I mean, he's been pretty good, probably the best player on that offense, but he's nowhere close to a guy like DeAndre Hopkins maybe like last week. And assuming that he may go out there and be like half of what he was last week, I still think he was plenty good enough to possibly be an impact in this game. But
Yeah.
Donnie, let's go over to Pittsburgh. Kenny Pickett coming off an injury. How do you think he's going to play tonight?
So I feel he's coming off an injury. He also has a short week here. Playing this Thursday night game here. He does get the home game. Mitch Trubisky was not good at all in his short stint backing up Kenny Pickett during that matchup on Sunday. So they are probably looking to keep Kenny Pickett in for the whole game, but they don't want to risk any further injury with him.
Yeah,
they're probably gonna. Oh, sorry, Jack. What were you gonna say?
I feel like one thing about Pittsburgh's offense is they have a lot of former college stars like Najee Harris and George Pickens, but they haven't really been the best in the NFL.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. So we're going to probably see a whole lot of blitzing here tonight. I mean, a QB who just came off an injury, probably going to want to, like, test him a little bit. Not saying, like, they're trying to injure him, but they're probably going to want to test him, as well as Will Levis, a first-time starter coming into this game as Tennessee. He is not used to anything like this. He's going to be pressured a lot during this game. As kickoff is just about to happen pretty soon. And I have been told that Kenny Pickett is going to touch the ball first in Pittsburgh's offense.
But when you're talking about Will Levis, he did play in the SEC at Kentucky, so he's got used to that SEC defense. But it'll be interesting to see how that translates to the Pittsburgh defense.
Yeah, I mean, SEC defense are pretty good, but they're just nowhere close to what exactly Pittsburgh's defense is. And speaking of defense, Cameron Hayward, it's his first appearance since week 1 with a groin injury. He's going to be back this week for Pittsburgh on defense.
Their kicker, no, it's not Randy Bullock. Never mind. I don't know who the kicker is. But he's ready.
In Pittsburgh, Acrisure Stadium, 44 degrees, a clear night sky. We're getting ready for kickoff here.
Yeah, we're just about underway here in Pittsburgh. Yeah, I'm gonna be the play-by-play. By the way, my thing on the bottom doesn't say that.
If my thing is a little bit ahead of yours, my TV is like I think it might be a little bit faster than yours.
Right, here comes the return from Pittsburgh, and he is not going to get anywhere close to the 25-yard line, probably up to about the 20. And on comes Kenny Pickett coming off a bit of an injury.
You're talking about that? In my TV, they've already done the first play, so my color.
Oh.
I haven't seen the kickoff yet.
Oh, dang. Okay.
If you want, I can do play-by-play because my TV is the fastest, and then you guys can color on it. Will that work?
No, wait, just like, can you like pause your TV or something?
Sure. I guess I can.
Okay. Well, I think it says 14:57. They're going to hand it off to Najee Harris. He's going to get like a gain. He slithered forward for a little bit. He's probably going to gain about 4. It's going to be second down.
I think
about 6.
To try the run game early on, because if you get the run game going, then you can basically all your good attacks except for like spread play calls come from running game, because then you can hit them with like play action. But if you're on a spread passing game, which the Steelers obviously don't do, then you kind of have a good run to mix it into threat with the defense.
Second down and 6. Pickett in the shotgun. Looks like he's going to have some motion to his left. Going to get the snap. Pickett try to check it down underneath to Najee Harris. It's incomplete. It's going to be third down and 6. Looks like the ball was tipped by D'Amico Autry. And on the sideline, Matt Canada, a guy that I guess Pittsburgh fans are not a very big fan of on the offense. And he's already had to go into his third down play calls as it's third down and 6 with 14:13 left in the first.
All right, now I'm back live on mine.
Pickett in the shotgun. They're going to blitz 4, Pickett over the middle of the field. It's going to be caught for a first down. It's going to be Robinson making the catch. And Pittsburgh's going to keep the drive alive on a 3rd down and 6.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you look at that. It's like good job of using the field, and you look like they kind of send their corners and safeties back, so you can take advantage of the short stuff. And like we were talking about, yards after the catch. There's a first down.
1st and 10. He's going to throw this on a screen pass to Jalen Warren. He gets about a gain of 9. Good play call there by Matt Canada.
all right. Now I'm actually back live. Good play. Short plays on first down help set up good 2nd down, 3rd down plays, so you don't have to gain as much yardage on those downs. 2nd and 1 here.
Possible play where you might want to take a shot if you're Pittsburgh.
Yeah, when you're doing about this, like the strategy is you take a shot on 2nd and short, because then you have 3rd and short.
So they have the ball at about the 45.5-yard line. They're going to hand it off. Jalen Warren's got a first down. It's going to be about a gain of 7 or 8, actually. Jalen Warren, I mean, I feel like he's fitting in for this sort of running back. It's over Najee Harris and what it feels like over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, this is a tough Pittsburgh team. They're like gritty. They'll ground and pound. They're tough on defense. They're not afraid to run the ball, especially here in a situation like this, 2nd and short here.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like what you see with Pittsburgh, they're taking it slow and it's working. You want to take it slow and get early momentum going early in the game.
It seemed like Pickett was able to get the Tennessee defensive lineman to jump as Connor Hayward's going to pick up the first down. Let's see what the call is by John Hussey. It's going to be offside against Tennessee. They're just going to decline that. It's going to be first down Pittsburgh. So I guess the hard count here helps Pittsburgh out. They got the free play and got the first down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pittsburgh looking at good field position already.
Yeah,
Had a solid offensive start to this game.
You're talking about the hard count. I'd say underrated thing about a quarterback is having a good QB who can get in a hard count and then who can take advantage of free plays, someone like Aaron Rodgers.
Pickett under a lot of pressure. He just had to throw that thing away. There's nothing open. 2nd down, but a flag is going to be down. It looks like possibly in the backfield. Back-to-back plays with a flag. Let's see what the call is. So it's going to be illegal man downfield against Pittsburgh, so they're going to get backed up once again.
Yeah.
So instead of having the ball at the 37, they're going to have it at the 42 of Tennessee.
First down and 1. What do you think you do if you're Pittsburgh? I feel like I think you maybe just run the ball and try to get it to like 2nd down and maybe 10.
Yeah, their ground attack has been strong so far this game, so I would keep going with that.
Pickett take a shot. It's going to be over the head of Deontay Johnson. They do not go with what you guys thought was going to happen, which they with the run. They decided to pass it, and it goes over the head. It's going to be 2nd down at 15.
That was kind of risky, though, because if you see the cornerback, if he doesn't make a jump in, 26 there, Fulton, if he doesn't make a jump in, he can maybe pick that off, but he goes in to try to get him on the catch. It was a bit over to the left. Never mind.
It kind of seemed like Deontay Johnson jumped up there and didn't want the ball.
This still could be a running down here on 2nd and 15.
2nd and 15, Pickett has to escape sacks. He's now going to check this down to Deontay Johnson, and he almost gets the first down. It's going to be about a 3rd down and about 2 or 3.
Yeah, yards after the catch seem to be the story so far for the Steelers.
Yeah, good tough play. Escaping tackles by Kenny Pickett and their playmakers. Their whole team, tough, getting downfield. working their way towards the touchdown.
Good improvisation and a good job to avoid the sack by Pickett. Now they got
Currently,
30.
it's been an 8-play, 49-yard drive so far. It's about to tick down to 4 minutes. 3rd and 2. Pickett's going to run play action. Inside the pocket, takes a strike down the field. He got both feet down. It's Deontay Johnson at about the 10-yard line. It's going to be first down Pittsburgh.
Good catch.
Yeah. We're still looking at 1st and 10, so they're outside the 10 still.
Kind of
Good
feels
play.
like in the 10, though, because you got to get the first down at like the half-yard line. So
Yeah.
good throw by Pickett there.
Yeah. They've had a really good mix of their run and pass game so far here.
You can see the Titans are getting fooled because
Yeah.
runs are working and the passes are working.
It looked like there may have been a call possibly for a face mask. It was not called.
1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 10. Hands it off to Najee Harris, and he's going to get his way onto the end zone. Touchdown for Pittsburgh. Their first touchdown comes on the opening drive, and Matt Canada maybe making the kind of sort of, I don't know.
He's fired up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fired up, hoping that he's kind of telling the fans, hey, I'm not getting my job taken away because I just drove down the field and scored a touchdown on the opening drive.
Actually, the stadium is excited tonight.
Very Steeler-esque drive. Lots of runs to the clock. And a touchdown.
Yeah, drained down a lot of clock. It was about
Minutes.
a 5-minute drive. Kick is up from Boswell, nearly blocked, but he got it up and it's good. It's going to be 7-0. 10-11 remaining in the first, and what a sustained drive there by Pittsburgh. Najee Harris scampering his way onto the end zone.
All right, so with this first drive, I think that Kenny Pickett did really good on the play action, and Najee Harris and Warren were also in the game a lot. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers have a great game going.
Yeah, we haven't seen what Tennessee's done yet, obviously, because that was the first drive. But defensively, they need to get it together. That wasn't a great first drive defensively for them. But for the Steelers, with everybody wanting Matt Canada gone, that looked like a good drive for them. Najee with a touchdown, some impressive plays there, but continuing to play there by Kenny Pickett. And so we'll see what happens the rest of the game, but that was a good start for the Steelers. Charlie, do you have any thoughts about how the Steelers are playing so far?
Well, I think they're playing really good, and I think they could probably keep it up. And yeah.
Okay, Nathan, and now it's time for Nathan's report. How do you think Pittsburgh is playing so far?
It was a really nice job by Pittsburgh. They got into an offensive rhythm, and that's been huge for Pittsburgh. They are a great defensive team. If they can get their offense together, their team's gonna be a much more consistent team, and that's gonna be huge for Pittsburgh. Because they're right now again in a very tight divisional race with the Browns 4-3, the Bengals 4-3. The defense is one of the best in the division. Offense is gonna separate them, and also a really nice job with running and good routes. And Pickett certainly looked good. People were not sure if Pickett was going to be good, play well after he was hurt rib injury last. That was as good as a drive we've seen from Pickett all season.
Yeah, that was a good drive from Pickett. You know, some continuing plays, just keeping things going. He didn't score. He wasn't the one who scored a touchdown there, but it was a good play from. It was just good overall play from the Steelers, and we'll see how their defense plays, but. That was a good first drive for them.
All right, let's go to the commentators back at Studio J.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Steelers are about to kick off here with 10-11 remaining in the first after a well-sustained drive. Capped off by a Najee Harris 10-yard rushing touchdown. Titans are going to return this one, and they're going to get up to about the 25, 26-yard line, but a flag is down.
And one thing you note about kick returns is the NFL just like introduced a rule you can, fair catch a kickoff and then you'll automatically get it at the 25. And with them moving the kickoff line 5 yards further forward, kickoff returns are getting less and less common. And I find that interesting. Nowadays, a kickoff returns like 0.7%. Or kickoff return touchdowns, 0.7% of kickoffs.
Now Will Levis on the field for his first career plays as a starter for the Tennessee Titans.
It was going to be a personal foul is what the flag is going to be. So Will Levis is not going to have good field position for his first ever drive as a starter. Last week against the Falcons, he had 4 touchdowns, no interception, tied most all-time in an NFL debut with Marcus Mariota and Fran Tarkenton.
Fran Tarkin, I think that's pronounced.
Yeah. Two Titans on that list.
He was the first ever starter for the Vikings, Fran Tarkenton was. There we go.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 10, but it's from the Titans' 10-yard line.
Look at that.
Levis hands it off to Derrick Henry. He's going to get about a yard if he's lucky.
Yeah, you notice the guys in the studio were talking about the Steelers doing a lot of blitzes, as you can see on the first play. Come with a blitz.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they rush the passer a whole lot in this game. I mean, Will Levis obviously came off a great game, but just as a rookie and he's not used to this stuff. 2nd and 9. Levis in the shotgun. He drops back to throw. TJ Watt pressured him. He's going to check this one down to Derrick Henry, and he's going to get about 6. But a flag is down. It seems like it might be roughing the passer against TJ Watt.
Yeah, you notice the guys in the studio, they were talking about checkdowns.
And we do have a roughing the passer on TJ Watt here. A good start to this Titans drive, getting a free 15 yards.
And that kind of neutralizes the call or the flag because they're already at to like the 20. I guess they'd be at the 20.
They're about past the 20, 25. They're probably going to have it at about the 20. Sorry, probably around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, they added to after the NFL.
Watt visibly upset about that call. Now back, 1st and 10.
It may be because he put his body weight down on him.
Yeah.
Watt definitely did not like that. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 31.
Neither did the Steelers fans.
Levis is going to be in the pistol formation. Going to get a high snap, hands it off to Derrick Henry. He gets about 3. Going to make it 2nd and 7.
Yeah, Will Levis, a 2nd rounder, fell surprisingly far in the draft this spring. Now he's getting to make his first mark in the NFL.
Yeah, the 33rd overall pick. A lot of people honestly thought that he might go 2nd overall. I don't think I did, the odds were really high for him to go in the 1st round. Surprisingly, went in the 2nd round.
I feel like some people like the Walter, I think Baggett person, the backup for the Cubs, or not the Cubs, the Bears. He can use that as motivation. Let's see what he does here on his first drive.
Levis play action, throws it over the middle. It's batted down, but a flag is down once again. And it looks like it's going to be pass interference against Pittsburgh.
Or holding. Yeah. More free yards for the Titans, most likely.
Yep. We do have pass interference on, I believe, Patrick Peterson, guarding Traylon Burks on the play.
That looked like all ball there. I mean, Patrick Peterson clearly got his hand on it. No, that clearly, he was hugging him. I think that's the right call there.
Yeah, or maybe holding, but it looks like PI. I bet the Steelers were hoping it was holding because then they don't get as many yards. Because holding is automatically 5 yards. PI is spotted foul, so all right.
So Will Levis in the shotgun play action from Derrick Henry, pressure, and he's going to try and find DeAndre Hopkins. It's incomplete. Finally, a play where there's no flag down. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 with 8:18 left to go.
Steelers get pressure off the edge that time with Highsmith.
Yeah, Pittsburgh is getting a ton of pressure as the people in the studio and reporters predicted here, blitzing on Levis in his first start.
Yeah, Alex Highsmith there on the pressure.
2nd down.
2nd and 10. Levis is going to be under center. Henry the back. Going to hand it to Derrick Henry. He's going to get a yard, maybe 2. Going to be about 3rd and 9.
One thing you notice with these Titans offensive plays is a lot of the time they have like 6 O linemen as compared, and most of the times you only have 5, or they just have the tight end blocking instead of getting open because the O line's kind of banged up, and even still with the guy, the Steelers have been shredding their O line.
Yeah, they definitely need a boost on that position. 3rd and 8 here for the Titans.
3rd and 8. Play clock is winding down. 7 seconds left.
And now they go with the spread.
Levis finally snaps it. Levis checks it down. And, it's going to be just short. Probably going to be about a 4th and 1.
Yeah, we'll see what the Titans do. This is a situation that it looks like you probably would want to go for it.
You've got kind of a muscular quarterback. He's 240 pounds. Do you try to sneak?
I mean, you also have big Derrick Henry back there. I think you can rely on him to get a yard, but they're going to run Wildcat. Derrick Henry looks like he's going to get the snap. Henry fakes a pitch. Can he get to the outside? Yes, he can. 1st down, Tennessee on 4th and 1.
Yeah.
Good play call by the Titans right there, letting Henry do his thing.
Risky, but
tough running, getting to the outside, 4th and 1.
You can see the pitch.
Yeah, I thought that he might not get there, but I mean, it's Derrick Henry. He's obviously going to either stiff arm the guy or just get the edge there.
You can see the pitch. It fooled out the Steelers. All their guys kind of jumped over to where the guy was, and that allowed Henry to get the edge.
So 1st and 10. It's 6:20 left in the first quarter. Levis under center. Gonna snap it. Gonna hand it off to Spears. Can Spears get the edge? Oh, he had so much green grass if he just cut it up the field, and then a flag is down. And I believe it's probably gonna be face mask against Pittsburgh.
You can kind of see on the tackle he did get the face mask. Might be horsepower.
The penalties are mounting up against this Pittsburgh defense, giving the Titans a ton of free yards this drive. They cannot afford to do this for a while.
I know. You got to work up the penalties. They make coaches extremely mad. Porter Jr. getting called with the face mask there.
Levis saw the free yards this drive. Now,
yeah, he's got a lot of penalty yards on this drive, but I mean,
he did get held back 15 yards.
Yeah.
With the play on the kick return.
So now it's going to be 1st and 10, 6 minutes to go from the 22. Levis in the shotgun, 2 receivers to his left, and then they got 3 tight ends on the line. Derrick Henry standing to his right. Play action. Levis throws it across the field to Henry, and he is going to lose about a yard or 2.
Do you think maybe that was some sort of trickery play where they're going to have Henry throw it? I mean, obviously they couldn't because that pass went forward.
Yeah, because you don't want to be passing that far back and relying to get back in the line of scrimmage like that.
If you're gonna pass it like that, you should probably do it some trick play, but good recognition by Henry then, if that's what they were doing to figure out that pass was forward so he couldn't throw it.
They're going to run Wildcat again. Henry's going to hand this one off to Spears. He's going to get 3, maybe 4. This is going to lead to another 3rd down here.
Yeah.
Titans offense.
Titans see Tim Kelly getting really creative with these play calls so far. 2 wildcat formations, nice plays, getting them down the field. But now they have a tough play here.
I find it interesting. It seems like the Titans, they run way more Wildcats than any other team. They They run some. They even run him in playoff games. They did it in the divisional round against the Ravens. How many years was that in 2019?
So Levis is going to be standing in the gun. Levis is going to get sacked, but a flag is down.
I bet
It
that's
looked like
maybe like holding. It kind of looked like that.
I thought there was a bit of a jump at the
That
start of the
line.
snap.
Refs are conferring about it currently.
I don't know. The play just happened really fast. I don't know how the heck they would have been able to get a flag off in time.
Yeah. And making the call here.
probably looks like offsides or
Yeah,
something.
offsides on the defense.
In a play like that, that's about all you can have in like 4 seconds.
Yeah, on number 24 on the defense. He was already penalized earlier in the game for, I believe, the face mask.
Yeah, and it's not that it's the 5 yards. It's that hurts. It's the fact that they get another shot at third down.
This time it was actually illegal hands to the face, I believe.
Yeah. Again, in coverage.
So the Titans catching a lot of breaks on this first drive here.
How many yards of penalty is it? I guess we'll find out.
I think at least like 30 at this point.
No, like how many yards is a penalty? Is like a illegal hands to the face penalty? Is it 5 or 15?
I think it's 5.
That's what I thought too. Nope. Well, it's 5 yards. It's a first down.
It's an automatic first down, and it's called for 5 yards. Levis is going to throw backwards. DeAndre Hopkins looked like he was going to want to pass it. Levis kind of throws a block, and Hopkins still running, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. It seemed like Hopkins ran about 5 miles on that one play, yet he only picked up 5 yards.
A lot of creative plays so far for the Titans.
Yeah, it seems like a broken trick play right there. It looks like they wanted to pass it, but nothing showed up for them, so he just took the option, just ran for.
What do you look like? He might have had the tight end there, but no one else was really open. So it's a good decision.
What a way to take a broken play into a positive play by DeAndre Hopkins.
Play too, 5 yards.
So now 2nd and 5. 3:15 left in the first quarter.
Blitz again.
Levis, off a blitz, had to check it down, and it's incomplete. Try to check it down to Derrick Henry. So now another 3rd down. This time's 3rd and 5.
Red zone touchdown percentages. It's like every year they've gotten worse since they made the AFC Championship game. They went from 1st to 2nd to 5th to 6th, and this year 33%. If you're going to do anything in the playoffs, you've got to capitalize on your trips deep in opponent's territory. Let's see what Will Levis can do.
3rd and 5. Levis in the gun. Looks like Tajay Spears is going to be the back. Levis drops back to throw. Levis tries to climb the pocket. Somehow is able to escape, and a flag is down as T.J. Watt's helmet flies off.
Steelers have had
the classic
45 penalty yards on 5 penalties.
I kind of feel like that one might be holding, but I'm not on Tennessee.
They're going to call holding against Tennessee, but they're going to decline the penalty, and it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, holding on number 78 on the offensive line. He basically just took Watt's helmet off, but then he went and just made the sack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just what a specimen T.J. Watt is. I mean, who the heck needs a helmet? I'll still sack the quarterback anyway.
Yeah. Well, for Will Levis, even if you didn't score a touchdown, you got him deep in the red zone, and you're going to get points. So,
well, assuming Nick Folk makes this kick, I mean, he's 100% on the year as long as 53. Overall, the best kicker of the entire year.
Overall, a good drive.
36-yarder. It's going to be a good snap, good hold. Kicks up from Folk, and it's right down the middle. So it's going to be a 73 game. 7-2-3, not 73 game. 7-2-3 ball game with 2:48 left in the first.
So far, pretty even game. That was an incredible sack by TJ Watt without his helmet. But right now it's a pretty even game. Will Levis is playing all right. What do you think, Mason? Do you think there's any things that they could do to adjust on defense or offense? Anything?
Less penalties. Period. Less penalties. Be less violent.
Charlie, is there anything you think that Tennessee could have done better on offense? Because they didn't score a touchdown. So what could they have done better to maybe help them score?
They could have probably their offensive lineman could have, like, the coach could have told them, hey, you gotta block, you gotta get better. Also, they could have avoided getting less penalties, be less rough with the football.
Yeah, so far it's been an even game. But right now Steelers have the lead 7-3. We haven't had that many commercials so far. But almost the end of the first quarter, and we're gonna head over to Ashton for her report.
Hi, my name is Ashton Fry. I believe Will Levis started with a ton of nerves, but he's just been proving himself out there left and right. He's been finding Henry in those pockets, as well as DeAndre Hopkins has had a great run after the flag on the 24 of Steelers. And I think the Steelers, it's 7-3 right now, but the Titans have been doing a great job.
Yeah, he was getting really pressured a lot by TJ Watt in the defense. Is there anything else? Is there anything he could do right now? Maybe just to ease his nerves and just step into the pressure and make a good throw.
I think all he has to do is just ease his nerves and just know that he is a talented player.
Okay, now we're gonna head over to Nathan for his report on the Steelers. Or I guess not. What do you guys think? How do you think Will Levis's first? I mean, he played first career start. Do you think he's playing well so far?
Yeah. I think he's been relying on the run though.
I mean, yeah, they do have Derrick Henry, but so far I think he's been playing pretty well. I mean, yeah, we got sacked a couple times, 1 or 2 times in the drive. TJ Watt sacked with no helmet on, which was a little crazy, but we'll see. We'll see what happens in the next drive. And so we're gonna head back to the commentators, Jack, Donnie, and Jacob. And so we'll see you next commercial break.
Yeah.
All right. Steelers' last drive was a good one.
Yeah, all right, so we are back. Kickoff went for a touchback out the back of the end zone. Now Kenny Pickett lined up under center here. And motion, handoff, and he gets a couple of yards here. So the Steelers offense starts with a small gain on this drive.
I feel like that would be a good time to have another one of those good drives because you can get out to a 2-score game very early on in the first quarter, and then you can really put the pressure on them to step up offensively.
Jalen Warren on that run, and he's in the backfield again. Kenny Pickett lined up. Play action, rolling out to his right. Pickett throws, it's dropped by his target. Connor Hayward, the tight end, on that play. 3rd and 8 for the Steelers here. They're going to have to go for a pass, convert this, keep their drive alive. Pickett lined up, takes a snap under pressure, moves up in the pocket, overthrows right over the head of his target.
And the Titans, you notice them, they don't send blitzes often, but whenever they do send blitzes, they time it well and it ends up working well.
Yeah.
Now they get 3 and out.
It looks like over the head of Deontay Johnson right there. Out of his reach. Couldn't get that one. Now Steelers are lining up to punt. They went 3 and out on this drive pretty quick here. And the punt's off. And he tried to return it, but great punt coverage by the Steelers. He gets tackled. Boykin on the tackle, getting downfield quick. 7-3, Pittsburgh leading. Under 2 minutes left in the first quarter right now.
I mean, just what a great drive defensively by Tennessee there. After allowing like a first drive touchdown, you come out there and just lock up the coverage of the Pittsburgh receivers.
Yeah, that was really good defense by the Titans there, keeping that Steelers offense in check. They aren't really that good, but they did play them well there.
That was a quick drive for the Steelers. Obviously, they need to make some changes offensively. That wasn't great. You saw Pickett overthrow Johnson. So, anything that they could have done better that drive? I mean, obviously, you saw Pickett overthrow Johnson. What do you think they could have done better offensively that maybe could have not been a 3 and out on the drive?
I think that they should have ran the ball. They didn't even run the ball once, which is a little. At least the Steelers' offensive playbook. The Steelers' offensive playbook is really one. So, yeah.
Charlie, what are your thoughts? I mean, Tennessee, good defense. They did a good job defensively. Obviously, you saw they forced a 3 now. Anything they could have done better defensively? I mean, they did have a good defensive drive, forcing a 3 now. But any blown coverage you saw? Anything you want to change?
To Mason's point, if the Steelers would have run the ball, I think Tennessee's coach could have said, "Hey, we're gonna do this and we're gonna respond." Or I think they also just went ahead and had a rough, gave up a touchdown, and they were like, "Okay, we need to get back on track. We need to let the team win."
Yeah, Najee's having a good game right now, and I don't understand why they didn't run it with him, but they didn't. We'll see what happens. And now let's go to Nathan Verkman with the Steelers report.
Yeah, it was Steelers much more startling offensively. Good adjustment by Tennessee there. They did a really good job adjusting, and Tennessee's been a good defensive team all season long. It would be interesting if Pittsburgh can discipline. They've been a very high penalty team all season on the next drive.
Yeah, we obviously saw there's a bunch of penalties in the game. Do you think there's anything that the refs are missing? Maybe there could have been more penalties, or maybe they're just making bad calls. Did you see any bad calls that you didn't like?
I saw a lot of penalties. I think a lot of the penalties were fair. I think most of the penalties seemed like they were reasonable calls. Just not a discipline for the Steelers.
And I guess we're back from commercial. We'll see you next commercial.
All right, so first play from scrimmage. Levis under center, handoff to Henry. He gets a couple yards, but there's a flag on the play. It's holding on the right tackle. He held TJ Watt. They get set 10 yards back. Now 1st and 20 for them. And he looks like he's injured on the play also. Seven to 3, Pittsburgh in the lead. 1 minute and 48 seconds left on the clock currently. And now they're bringing in a new offensive lineman to replace Petit Frere. Dylan Radnuz into the game. 1st and 19 for the Tennessee Titans to start this drive on the second play of the drive.
I find it really funny when you get 1st and 19s like this, because it's 10 yards back from the spot of the foul if it happens in front of the line of scrimmage, but if it's behind, it's 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. It's interesting.
Yeah. So now Will Levis backed up. It looks like he's around his own 9-yard line, under center. Henry deep in the backfield. Motions a little, takes a snap, hands to Henry. Henry going to the outside. He weaves through tacklers. He gets up around the 18 to 19-yard line, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, if this stands, it's a good job by Henry to get the yards back, but
Yeah,
kind of, I feel like it might be on Tennessee.
it's probably a hold.
Yep. At least it's only 4.5 yards this time.
Yep, holding on a tight end this time. 1 minute, 20 seconds left so far in this first quarter of play from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Well, I mean, if you're Pittsburgh, this is, I mean, obviously a great chance. They've been making mistakes, and now they started getting flagged, and now you got to capitalize. 1st and 23.
Yeah, from inside their own 5-yard line, Will Levis standing in the end zone. Nobody else in the backfield.
If they give this up, it'll be pretty demoralizing for the Steelers.
Levis pass over the middle of the field. DeAndre Hopkins picks up the first down out past the 35-yard line. Great catch and throw on that play. We have an injured Steeler on the play. Number 53. I believe that's Highsmith.
56 is Highsmith, I think. I'm not sure who that is. But a good job by Levis is stopping the stop route and allows him to break away. And a good run after the catch to find the open area in the middle of the field.
All right, now we're in ads.
Injury timeout. Skittles ads. Professional stunt. We could rate the ads.
Yeah, so far, good game from both teams. It's an even game so far. Mason, how do you think the Steelers are playing?
I think they're playing. Their defense has been pretty sloppy with the penalties, and I think they'll fall off in the second half.
Charlie, what do you think about that big first down pickup there by Tennessee? Charlie?
I think it was really good. I think it was really a really good job.
Anyways, Mason, do you have any thoughts about the big first down pickup for Tennessee?
I think it was a good play call with the crosser route, and DeAndre Hopkins has been a great receiver his whole career. So I
didn't
think
know how
that
to word that, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. So far, it's been a good game for both teams. We'll see what happens in the end. Yeah, we'll see what happens in the end. How do you think Will Levis is doing for his first career start?
I think he is doing really, really good. And I think that he does have some room to improve, but I think he can do really well.
He does have some weapons, and DeAndre Hopkins and Derrick Henry, and he's been playing well for a rookie. I mean, first game was last week, and he had 4 touchdowns. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, so far it's been a good game. You see with Najee's touchdown, and then we had Nick Folk knock down an easy field goal. So we'll see what happens. But now we're gonna head over to Ashton for another report.
Hi. I think Hopkins and Henry are doing just a fantastic job. Will Levis is just connecting great passes through them. Just the one straight down the line just was incredible work by Levis. And that just shows a great connection with teammates. And for Will Levis's first career start, he's doing incredible.
Yeah, he's doing really well for a first career start rookie. People didn't think people thought he was gonna be like a first round pick, and he ended up being a second round pick, so nobody knew how he played. So, but now we're gonna head back to the commentators, Jack, Jacob.
All right, here. First play, it's a penalty.
Smart.
It looks like false start on the Tennessee Titans. More penalties on them. Westbrook Akine at fault on that play. Backed up another bit. 1st and 15. 28 seconds left in the first quarter and time ticking down.
Hello. All right, let's see what the Steelers either got one man.
15, a drop back. Will Levis under pressure. He throws it over the middle of the field.
That was an impressive way to find Phillips there.
Yeah, over the middle of the field.
Quarter
And
now.
that brings us to the end of the first quarter. In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Steelers are up 7-3 over the Titans on Thursday Night Football.
Good first quarter there. Steelers have the lead 7-3. So I think it was a good performance from Deanna Johnson and Najee Harris, both putting up some good numbers in the first quarter. We saw Harris had his touchdown on the other side of the ball, or the other side of the other team. We saw Will Levis first career start. I mean, he basically played most of last game because Malik Willis isn't really the quarterback they're looking for. But so far, Will Levis, he's playing really well. We'll see how it goes for the rest of the game for him. But so far, it's been a good game. Charlie, any thoughts on how Tennessee's defense is doing?
When obviously we can go back to the touchdown drive and say, oh, well, they might have struggled. But I think they really are starting to pick it up, and I think they can probably start to get after Kenny Pickett more and maybe start to cover some of the big Steelers wide receivers and get better at understanding the running back.
Mason, how do you think TJ Watt is doing? And right now, the Steelers defense in general. Without Minka Fitzpatrick, it's hard, but so far they're holding their ground right now. I mean, they did allow a field goal first drive, but so far, I mean, they really haven't gotten much chance for them right now. I mean, much chances on defense yet. But so, how do you think their first drive was?
I think TJ Watt is just dominant. He's just one of the best defensive players in the league, and I think it's really good.
Okay, thank you, Mason. We're gonna head over to Nathan for another report on the Tennessee Titans or the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, Pittsburgh had a good quarter overall. It was just up 7-3. They got to do a little bit better stopping Hopkins and Derrick Henry. Those are two of the best offensive duos in the league. It will be interesting to see how they can maintain and try to extend their lead. But low scoring as we expected in the first.
Yeah, it's been a good game so far. A little low scoring, but it's normal for a first quarter. 7-3. Yeah, we'll see how the rest of the game goes. Ashton, what about your report for the Titans?
I just think that Will Levis has been doing a great job for his first career start, and with the help with Henry and Hopkins by his side, I mean, it's just a great combination of players.
Yeah, Will Levis is doing a great job for his first career start. So now we're gonna go back to the booth with Donnie, Jacob, and Jack.
All right, now in the booth, Jacob had to go, so now we have Mason on color commentary also. 2nd and 4, Will Levis lined up. Tajay Spears next to him.
Good blocking for
At
him.
the 40.
Good blocking by everyone except for 71.
And he drops back. And Will Levis gets sacked by Highsmith. 3rd down. at the start of the second quarter, 10 seconds off the clock in this second quarter right now. Yeah, Alex Highsmith is in his first game back since week 1 here.
And it's 4th down and 8.
Wait, we're all like offset. I haven't even seen it third down play.
Mason, you have to slow down. The 3rd and 8 hasn't even happened for mine.
They went a deep shot and it was incomplete. It just happened on mine.
Okay, yeah, you both are ahead of me. So can both of you just pause for like a few seconds?
Yeah. And then once you, yeah. Tell us when you get to the incompletion.
Yeah, the incompletion just happened.
Again.
And they're showing the replay.
All right.
I'm at the punt.
All right, yep, lining up for the punt here.
Okay, I gotta go for 10 seconds.
And he boots it down the field.
Okay.
And Steelers inside the 10-yard line looking to return it. Missed the tackle, makes a move, and he gets up past the 15.
All right. Ooh, okay. Mahomes and arm. All right. So after the 59-yard punt by Ryan Stonehouse and the 12-yard return by Calvin Austin, the Pittsburgh Steelers come out from their own 17-yard line, and we'll see how Kenny Pickett does after responding from the 3 and out. He's got Harris to his right in the shotgun with 2 up top and 2 down at the bottom. And he hands it off to Harris, and Harris is going to get a couple yards on the interior handoff.
Yeah, the Steelers looking to improve from their last drive. 3 and out on their last drive. They do have the lead here. They want to pad their lead some more here.
Jack Gibbons with the tackle. The Pickett is 5 for 9 for 62 yards. 2 of those completions were to Johnson, who has 32 yards, and Najee Harris has 3 rushes for 16 yards and a touchdown. 2nd down and 8, play clock at 10. Motion, move Harris out to the right. Pickett to fire, throws a slant, and it's off the hands of Pickens, incomplete, no flag. He wants one. 3rd down. Good coverage.
Yeah, good coverage. There could have been a penalty on the play. I don't know.
Pickens was
Both sides could argue for their way on that play.
Looked like Pickens was wanting one. Now we got 3rd down. 3rd down and long. This is definitely not what the Steelers were hoping for, but on the drive, Pickett will fire and floats one for his man. He's incomplete. Hit him. He had him a beautiful floating throw over the defender, but he couldn't get it to Calvin Austin, and it's 3 and out.
Another good showing by the Tennessee defense, 2 3 and outs in a row. Now their offense needs to start putting up some more points and moving down the field.
Yeah. All right, let's go to our reporting crew.
But no, here's the punt. The punt is a very good punt. Deep back in the 20, here's the return. Makes a move at the 25, gets to the edge, but is tripped up at the 26-yard line. And that's where the Titans will start when we come back on Thursday Night Football. Only on Prime. 7-3 Tennessee.
Another 3 and out there for the Steelers. Not what they were looking for to start off the second quarter. So, Nathan, any thoughts on Tennessee's defense right now? I mean, they forced, I think the last 2 straight drives have been 3 and outs. So, do you think they're playing well at all, or is there anything they could do better?
I think they're just making good adjustments. Defense, they struggled that first job, but I think I got to give credit to Tennessee's defensive coordinator adjusting to Pittsburgh's offense was not been good all season, and this has kind of been a game everyone expected coming in. It's Tennessee, Pittsburgh. You don't have explosive offensive players like Mahomes or Kelsey. We expected this to be exactly how people expected this game to be.
Yeah, so far it's been a good game. I mean, not many points so far. We saw the first 2 drives, we had points coming. We had a touchdown from Najee and a 36-yard field goal from Nick Folk. But right now it's just been more of a defensive battle. Is there any Charlie, do you think there's any adjustments that the offense coordinator should make let's say, is there any adjustments that the Titans should make for TJ Watt, because he's been pressuring them a lot. He has, I think, 1 or 2 sacks in this game. You thinking there's any adjustments they can make right now?
Here's what they could do. They could, even during break or during any timeouts, tell their offensive line, hey, control this guy. Make sure this guy cannot get to our quarterback. Because I feel like if Will Levis is the most comfortable position, he'll probably have an extremely good game. He'll be able to roll and help the Titans.
Yeah. So right now, I think it's just been a defensive battle going all the way around, but we'll see. We'll see what happens the rest of the way the rest of the way forward. Now I guess we're gonna head back to the booth as the game is coming back. So we'll see you later.
Tennessee taking over at their own 27, and Will Levis will come out for his 3rd drive after a field goal and a punt. The Steelers have had pressure on him all day, but he's been able to respond to it well in some cases with completions to Hopkins, but in other cases he hasn't gone well, and he's taken 2 sacks in the first quarter, the first 2 drives.
Yeah, I think that Will Levis he has potential, but rookie, so he's just learning the ropes.
7 guys on the O-line, 2 tight ends, 2 wides, including Hopkins up top and Henry in the backfield. Levis under center, Steelers showing blitz, rush 5. Levis has time, flips it, and it's caught by Hopkins, and he gets to the edge and has a first down and more. Still going, and all the way out to the 44-yard line, a 17-yard pickup.
DeAndre Hopkins is one of the best receivers in the league, and I don't know why no one else picked him up when he was in free agency.
Yeah, maybe it's because of his down year with the Cardinals, but at least when Will Levis is starting, he's been very good for the Titans.
Yeah, that's some good yards after catch for him right there. Good footwork.
Yeah, good job. Here we go. Levis under center. They move a man inside in the slot. Only 1 man out wide. 3 in the backfield. They hand it off to Henry left side, and he plows ahead right to the 49-yard line. And a 4-yard gain.
And a injury on the field.
Coming up.
I think. O-lineman.
Yeah, O-lineman injury.
DeAndre Hopkins has 2 catches, but 46 yards.
Very
5 is 16 yards. Just over 12 minutes to go in the second quarter, 7-3. Pittsburgh on top, but the Titans have the ball just shy of midfield.
Yeah. Will Levis has 6 completion on 9 attempts, 69 yards passing so far in this game.
All right. Here's a quick injury delay. Clock is running at 12 minutes, play clock at 20. And the Titans are lining up with 2 wide receivers to the right and a tight end. And 1 to the left. Move motion across the formation. And there's a play action to Henry, and there's a ton of pressure. Levis looks like he's down. Ball goes out of bounds. I think he was sacked, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looked like he was down right there. Looks like ball came out when it was on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Either way, it's 3rd and long. Not what the Titans were hoping for.
Yeah, not good offensive line play.
Marcus Golden for 7 yards.
Yeah, Steelers defense. Both defenses playing really well so far.
Back of the game for the Steelers. Now it's 3rd and 13. Levis is alone deep in the backfield in the shotgun. He takes the snap. Steelers send 5. They get to him, but he floats it deep down the field, and wide open is his man Westbrook Akine for a first down.
That was a beautiful.
To the field.
They've been doing good on these long plays. They had that 1st and 23 earlier, and they converted. And now they have a 3rd and 13 here. They get it out to Westbrook Akine for the first down.
The Steelers, they're kind of testing his inexperience when they press the corners like that and expect the short game, and then Will Levis comes up with it in a 23-yard pickup. Steelers at the 36. Or not Steelers, Titans at the 36. But an injury down.
Looks like another offensive lineman.
It is their lottery pick, Peter Skoronsky from out of Wisconsin. They drafted him 12th overall.
Yeah.
He's walking off the field.
Mm-hmm. So this already depleted O-line takes another hit.
Yeah.
And a timeout.
There's been a lot of injuries the past few days. The Jets getting Xavier Gibson, Connor McGovern's injuries, and Kirk Cousins with the injuries.
And the play clock continues to tick. Under 11 minutes now. Motion across the formation and motion back. He stays in the backfield. Henry way back. And they're going to pitch it to him on the left side. He's got blockers, but he can only gain 3 yards. The tackle is made by Landon Roberts.
Play from the Steelers there. They expected the run.
Tennessee Titans have 31 undrafted players that have played in the game this year, most in the NFL. 13 have started, also most in the NFL. And they have 7 players who have started 6+ games, which no other team has more than 4 undrafted.
That's crazy.
Yeah, these Titans really have to utilize their depth this year, especially on that O-line front.
Yeah. Levis under center. Henry in the backfield. Give it to him up the middle. And a gain of about 3, maybe 4.
All right, 3rd down.
Tackle again by Roberts.
3rd down and pretty short right here.
Yeah. Think he might hand it off to Henry again. 3rd and 3 from the 29-yard line. The clock hits 9.5 minutes in the first half. 7-3.
The crowd is loud here.
Audible, and there they go. And they flip it short to Hopkins. Falls down, but has the first down. No down by contact. Have to be touched in college. Not in college, in the NFL. And he's able to pick up the first down with a 5-yard pickup. Tackle made on the ground by Patrick Peterson. And they're now inside the Steeler 25
Refs are looking to spot the ball here.
for the first down. Yeah. It was a good quick whistle play to get people. They start Hopkins in the backfield. There's a good job there. And the trip. This is NFL, so it doesn't matter. Hopkins' 3rd catch. He's now over 50 yards, and Levis is just 3 yards short of eclipsing the 100-yard mark. Levis stands at the 29. Henry next to him. Steelers show blitz. But they only rush 5. They rush 5, and a handoff to Henry, bursting free inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, Tennessee.
Yeah, this has been a sustained drive, relying on the run more this drive than they have in previous drives.
A 15 pickup on the ground.
Yeah, they're looking better than before. It looks like they may have made some adjustments, going for a more run-heavy attack here, with Will Levis not having as much experience in this pro game.
I'm doing play-by-play.
All right, first and goal.
At the Titans at the 9-yard line, only one man deep out in the flat. And they give it off to Henry again on the right side, and he was back. If he had broken that, he would have been gone into the end zone. But the tackle is made by Keno Benson. Henry with a 5-yard run, second and goal from the 4.
Yeah, I could see them going back to Henry, but on that 3rd and 3, they did go for a short pass, so you also could see that out of this offense. We'll see on this 2nd and goal play call right here.
Second down and goal inside the Steeler 5. Steelers blitz again. Levis keeps, and now he's going to take it himself on the fake handoff, and he will rush to the right for a 2-yard pickup. Third down from the 2-yard line.
Similar situation to that 2nd and goal here. They could go for a run, could go for a pass.
You think you had Hopkins there open.
Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Goal. And a handoff to Henry, and he is going to dive at the pylon. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they're on top with 6.5 to go. Derrick Henry punctuates the 6.5-minute long drive where they went 11 plays and 73 yards with a 2-yard rushing score. Titans on top 9-7 with the extra point incoming. And you think there, the tackle over the body kind of helped him stay above the ground and allow him to dive into the end zone, but that's still a great effort by the former Heisman winner at Alabama. The extra point for Nick Folk to make this a 3-point lead. It's up, and it's dead center. So the Titans take a 10-7 lead, march at 73 yards down the field.
All right, we're going to go to our reporting.
What another great start. That Henry's touchdown was incredible. It was a great handoff by Levis. Really smart play. Titans are now in the lead 10-7. And what do you guys think? How do you think the Steelers are playing against the Titans and vice versa?
Well, first thing is I gotta say the Titans are, I think, shocking. The Steelers are kind of coming out there with that energy and not letting the first quarter or the start of the first quarter bother them.
It was really good connection by Derrick. Really good job by Derrick Henry running the ball there. Derrick Henry's been doing that his entire career. He's had some 1,000-yard rushing seasons, and a good job finding some receivers. Robinson. It's a really good job by Will Levis. It's only his second start, and he feels like he's doing a really good job fitting into the NFL. Most starters, when you get to the NFL, have a really struggling to start, like Zach Wilson. He's kind of like C.J. Stroud. On the Texans right away starting to find the rhythm. And that's really impressive by a second-round draft pick. It'll be interesting if he can continue to succeed and winning the starting role the rest of the season.
Yes, I agree. I mean, the chemistry between Levis, Hopkins, and Henry, I mean, it just shows like how talented they all are. And do you feel like, Nathan, I'm going to ask you this first. Do you feel like anyone else is like noticeable out there, like an underdog type player? Steelers or Titans?
No, I think it's just been the stars coming out. I think it's just in Derrick Henry and Robinson and Hopkins. I think it's just the Titans are just going to their main weapons and they're succeeding. And also a lot of penalties on Pittsburgh is not helping anything.
What about you, Charlie?
I'm going to go with one of the shocker. I think Tennessee's QB Will Levis. I think he feels like he's an underdog being drafted in the second round as he was supposed to get in the first round. He probably feels like, I got to prove to everyone that I'm capable of being a really, really good starter.
Thank you. I think we're going to head back over to the commentators now. Thank you.
My dog is doing some stuff.
All right, here we go. We're back from the commercial break, and here comes Nick Folk to kick it off.
It's a good kickoff, but it's going to be returnable inside the 5. There he goes. Look at him.
There it goes, and to about the 25. Pickett has had some opportunities with man, but couldn't find him.
He's missed some throws, but he's also, he's missed throws in open space. That one was a good throw there, but
All right, here we go.
yeah.
He's 5 for 11 with 62 yards. Let's see what he can do on this drive. Pickett hands it off to Najee Harris for the first down. Or second down and about 2. Or 1 or 2. Sean Murphy bunting, Nicholas Petit-Frere, and Montravius Adams Holcomb are all injured. Bunting is questionable, and Adams is questionable while Holcomb is out. Here's Pickett. He has Najee in the backfield, and Najee's gonna run for about 2 to get the first down.
Yeah. It was a good play call by the Steelers. Mike Tomlin, with his QB only 5 for 11, knows that it's probably not the best idea to go with the rule of take a shot on second and short, or because then you have third and short. Just focus, move the chains, get the first down, and keep the slow, methodical drive going. Maybe try to wind the clock all the way down to the half.
All right, so 28 to 18 total plays, and then the Steelers have 3 sacks. Here's Pickett. Pickett with an audible. 5 seconds on the play clock. 4, 3, 2, and an RPO to George Pickens. And he's gonna get about 7 yards. Second down and sorry, it was Deontay Johnson on that play. He's got 3 receptions for 40 yards. Second and 2. He hikes the ball and another RPO. Here's Deontay Johnson down the sideline and first down for the Steelers to about the 49.
Yeah. Good job, Steelers, with the RPOs. You can see they're kind of fooling the defense there, and good blocking on the edge to help move the chains. Get yards.
Yep.
Yeah, first down and 10.
5 first downs to 2 in this quarter. 3:05 to go. Play action. Pickett, and he just gets it off, but it's incomplete. And
about that one.
There's a flag down. I think it is going to be roughing the passer.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, but a good job by the Steelers on the play action. They had the play action, they had good blocking, but I feel like good job Pickett had
Yeah, it's roughing the passer, and on 98, Jeffrey Simmons there.
Yeah, the Steelers, Pickett looks like he waited too long to throw it, but no one was open. Good job in coverage by the Titans. But either way, the Steelers got 15 yards out of it.
All right. And Jeffrey Simmons is not happy about that penalty. All right, here we go. Here's Pickett. Pickett's doing an audible.
Yeah, understanding to be able to read defenses and audibles is a big thing.
Here he goes. Warren down the sideline to the 20, to about the 17.
Yeah, one good thing about a young quarterback that kind of shows that they have good potential is their ability to do audibles. People like Peyton Manning were very good at that, even when they were in their early years in the league. And this time the audible works. A good run at it. And now the Steelers are inside the red zone. See if they can capitalize.
All right, here's Pickett.
Outside the red zone, my bad. 21.
He's going to hand it off to Warren again. James Warren, and he's going to get another first down. James Warren is hot tonight.
Another good run. Good job getting to the outside. Now the Steelers have first down and goal to go.
Great move.
Yeah.
All right, here's Pickett. He's got 4 rushes for 38 yards. Here's Pickett. Hands it off to Najee Harris this time, and he loses about 3 yards.
Yeah, this time.
I think
Kind of ready. They were expecting the first down run because it's what they've been doing the past 2 drives. This time on the inside, and it works. And they get a tackle for loss.
I think the Steelers are making a huge decision of whether or not to bench Najee Harris. He's not been on his game today, and we're gonna go to our reporting crew.
2-minute warning.
This is ball on Amazon Prime.
Well, I think the Steelers are finding the right pockets for sure. Head to head, like Pickett and Levis are doing great job. Steelers defensively really good. Although I feel like the Titans are struggling a little bit defensively. Do you guys think, Nathan, do you think that the Titans are struggling at all?
I think it's just good play calls by the Steelers. They good. Matt Canada has been criticized all season long. Steelers fans have hated him, but you got to give him credit. He's done a good job with the play calling tonight. He's done a good mix of plays. They've been good. Also, give credit to the Steelers offensive line. In a lot of the runs and the passing plays, they've had a lot of room to run, a lot of space in the open field. A lot of time that's credited by the blocking of the offensive line creating the holes. And some really nice job from Pickett after really struggling last year in injury. He's done a really nice job bouncing back.
And Charlie, what do you think about the Steelers offensively and the Titans defensively?
I think offensively, talk about James Warren. He's having a heck of a drive right now. He's just getting yards for ridiculous carries, getting first downs, got a back-to-back first down. I also think defensively, they gave up a touchdown. That's okay if you can bounce back and you can get pressure on Levis and get pressure on Derrick Henry. Do not let Derrick Henry take over the game. Because if he does, you're probably screwed.
So both quarterbacks are doing great, Levis and Pickett. Do you have a favorite right now? Like, who do you think's doing better, Nathan?
I honestly think it's pretty close, but I got to give it to Will Levis. This guy had absolutely no expectations at all, and he's done a really good job. And I think it's just much more surprising to see what him be able to do it. Is one thing is last week, but this Steelers defense is legit. It's different to go against a legit defense. I think it's been more impressive from Will Levis.
Thank you. And now we're going to go back to the commenters.
All right, so we're back now. 2-minute warning, Steelers.
All right, second goal. Najee Harris in motion to a receiver. They're pressing Najee Harris. Shotgun. He's gonna pass.
Yeah.
Post. George Pickens
Lost the ball. Out of bounds. So they'll keep possession. But it's interesting to be what the call is to see if they give him the forward progress or they move it to where the fumble is.
I think they got to go end zone here on 3rd and goal. It would be a huge thing to flip the team.
They're gonna go with the ruling on the field that he was down and then he fumbled. So they're gonna be at the 6-yard line.
Oh, and there's a flag?
12 men
Like,
on the field, maybe
still
10 men on the
flag.
field.
Probably. Maybe jumping, maybe offside, but I don't know what it would be. Maybe encroachment.
Me, I would probably guess like 12 men on the field.
I heard it.
Or,
Yeah.
I think it might be
Field.
a genius.
And it's gonna push him 5 yards back.
That makes it a lot more makes it easier on the Titans because they can kind of just make the general assumption that they're going to pass needing 11. Whereas with 6, you can kind of make the case where they should run it.
Yeah. And here's the play call. They're still looking at that penalty.
Yep. There's the official call.
And still third down. One. Yeah, there was 12 people. There was definitely more than 11 on the field.
Yeah, I count 12.
Yeah.
So now
All
the
right.
Steelers are backed up outside the 10-yard line. Third down and 11.
They have to pass it. Like, there's no way they're going to run it.
That
All
makes
right,
it
one-
easy on the Titans, and it's easier to react to the run here because you only have to cover 20 yards. And if they do hand it off, you can send the guys who are playing shallow in the end zone up forward to stop the run short.
All right. Pickett's going to throw it.
A
Pickett
dart.
in the end zone.
I might
He
take a look at that.
And he did not make the catch, but they
I might
might
take
catch.
a look at that, but of course, no coaches challenges allowed in the last 2 minutes. If they're going to review it, it'll have to be a booth review. Doesn't look like they're doing that, and
Nope.
10-10.
Also, and let's see. Yeah, it hit the ground.
Hit the ground and then bounce into his hands.
Have to take their 3 with Chris Boswell here.
Made it kind of look convincing though, but here's a 29-yard try.
Yarder, it is perfect.
Dead
And we
center.
have with 1:16 to go. And we're going to go to our reporting team.
Man, what a close call for the Steelers. That was, and then they finished it off with the kick, which tied it up 10-10. Now, this is a crazy game so far. It's almost the end of the second half. What are you thinking so far? Who do you think is someone gonna win it? Like, just to finish off the second half.
I actually think that was huge right there, holding Pittsburgh 3 right there for Tennessee. In this game, you want to win this game, this low scoring game, holding them to field goals is huge. And now instead of potentially trailing at the half, you get the ball back with 1:16, which is plenty of time. You can get down the field and take the lead. And football, like any other sports, is a game of momentum. So if they can get the momentum in the half, that's huge going into the second half. And Tennessee, I believe, will have the ball to start the second half. So you're up 10-10 or 1:16. You potentially can have the football, score before the half, and have it again coming out of the halftime break.
For sure. So I know that we've talked a lot about Levis and Pickett, but I think that was a great play by him that almost led them down to a touchdown. Do you think he had any other options there that he could have played instead of down the middle?
I think it depends. But I think they've just done a pretty good job considering all circumstances. I think this is going to be one of those very close games. You got 2 teams here who are obviously not the top in their AFC. Steelers are okay team, not an exceptional team, and the Titans. 2 teams right now, 4-3, team 4, just edging their way into a wild card. So these teams means a lot trying to just get into the wild card position.
For sure. And what do you think the Titans could do with the ball here?
I think they need to. I think that they need to get DeAndre Hopkins downfield. I feel like he started to get some momentum at the beginning of the second. I feel like DeAndre Hopkins, who is with Arizona, when completely healthy, one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the league. I feel like I would shoot. Sometimes coaches have the 1 or 2 minute drill, like you do short passes out of bounds and stuff, and like find Hop. And like I would find Hop. I would do. Also, I wouldn't run the ball here. I would get passes now. I think they're gonna Also, I think they're going to go to Robinson a lot. They're going to go to Hopkins and Robinson. We're back now.
Thank you, Nathan. Going back to the commentary.
So, if you're Tennessee, it was big to hold them to a field goal because you've got the tie game. You got plenty of time, a minute 16. And then if you take the lead, then you get the ball back and you can potentially go up 2 scores to start the third quarter.
And they take it for a touchback, and I think that Will Levis has done pretty good so far as a rookie. He was so hyped, but I don't know how he fell to the second round. But I think all the other teams are regretting their decision not taking him after watching these last 2 games.
So far, he's been playing good.
Yeah.
Here he comes out trying to execute a 2-minute drive.
All right, here we go. Levis under center. Tajay Spears with him. Derrick Henry's in a receive. Wait, that's DeAndre Hopkins. Sorry.
Yeah.
And he's gonna pass. He's gonna pass. Looking. Tajay Spears.
Just one, not very much there. But one thing to note that might be different for Will Levis is, unlike in college, the clock doesn't stop for a first down to move the chains. This is his first year. In college, obviously, you have some time to go ahead and spike the ball without the clock moving down so they can move the chains, but not in the NFL.
And Levis throws to Hopkins for first down.
Maybe they do.
Will Levis took the Kentucky football team to pretty much glory because before that Kentucky was a basketball school. All right, here's
This year,
Levis.
kind of in the more
Will
the
Levis.
teams left behind. They're 5-3.
Will Levis's family is in attendance, and here's Levis under center with Tajay Spears. He's gonna throw.
All kinds of
Levis.
time. Nice zip.
Got it to the 40 from Levis to Phillips on that great connection.
Yeah, that was a good pass, tight window coverage. And
And a
considering
timeout.
it's really cool to see how, and very surprising to see him take darts into tight windows and against such a Steelers defense, and such a good Steelers defense for a rookie. It's great to see him doing this, and he might be a great NFL talent. Let's see what he can do now.
All right. So they're at like the 40. They have one timeout left. So I think they'll just no huddle it till the last field goal or the last play of the half.
Yeah, they got one timeout left. I feel like what you could do is you take a shot here, and then you save your timeout, and then just take a couple shots.
Oh,
That's
he's
kinda
taking
exactly what they're doing on the
he's caught Phillips again.
And a big job to get out of bounds because then they don't have to break the timeout because the clock stops.
That was it looks like it was deflected by. No, it was just a bad throw, but it somehow found Phillips downfield for a huge gain for the Titans here.
Ow, Titans in the red zone.
Here we go. Levis looking for the end zone, and is there a flag?
No. I mean, that's a good idea. Sometimes you can take the shot on the 50-50 ball up to your best receiver. Sometimes you can get him to get a flag, but not this time.
Yeah.
If there's anything good about that, there's still 30 seconds left for them to get 19 yards.
Or,
You can
or
maybe
there's
make a case there for PI there, or holding.
offensive pass interference because Hopkins was holding Peterson there, but
You can make an argument for both.
second and 10 seconds on the play clock in the first.
It doesn't really matter because if they were both, they would just offset.
Here we go. Levis taking a shot, and he tripped.
Otherwise,
He tripped that play.
otherwise that's
11 stock. Looking for Tajay Spears and it's 25 seconds. 30 seconds on the clock.
that would be a tragic way to get.
Right
I think
here.
that would be a tragic way to potentially lose 7 points or 4 points if they got stuck with a field goal.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 10.
That's going to be the 7th third down the Titans have faced.
And they're just going to run it, and they're going to play for a field goal, and they're just going to get that field goal.
Like I said, that was a tragic way to lose the 4 points on the.
Like, I think they just should have just passed it. Be aggressive.
They're going to run down the clock and take the lead at the break.
And they're going to call timeout right now. Yes, they are.
3 seconds.
All right. The 3rd and final timeout. Steelers might call timeout to ice him.
Yeah. Does it even really work, though? No, not really. The only time I've ever seen icing work is one Redskins coach. So there's a rule in the NFL where you can't call 2 timeouts on back-to-back plays, otherwise it's a 15-yard penalty. One game way back when, the one Redskins coach didn't know that rule, so he took 2 penalties, and then they ended up losing the game because the kick went from a 51-yard field goal to a 36-yard field goal.
Was that before the Commanders or?
Yeah, they were the Redskins. This will be 36 yards.
36-yard field goal. The terrible Towers are.
They just took the run to dead center.
I mean, Nick Folk, not Nick Foles, but it's good anyway. And that's the end of the second half. And thanks for watching Thursday Night Football. We will go to our reporting crew for halftime.
With the Titans leading now 13-10 against the Steelers in the second quarter, who do you think's gonna win in the second half? And what do you think will happen? Nathan?
I think the Titans are going to win. I think they got a lot of confidence going to the second half. I think, over the years they've won very close games. I would say Titans are going to win. I would say 24-20.
Charlie, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with a little higher scoring action, but a little more also a little more closer. I'm gonna go with. Actually, I think the Steelers might be able to barely edge out in overtime, 35-34.
Those are some good predictions. Well, my name is Ashton Fry with Nathan Verkman and Charlie Slavin, and we are involved with the Play-by-Play Student Sports Network, and thank you for watching the Thursday Night Football. See ya.
The Play-by-Play Student Sports Network. The best students of sports.